Hello and welcome back to episode 61 of Take to the Skies. St Albans FC, we're back once again, and our good start to the season is just continuing. Since you were last with us, we did lose to West Ham in the EFL trophy, which does mean we got knocked out rather ridiculously because Exeter beat Oxford on penalties, but still managed to give Oxford the 1 point to drop us out of the top two. But then we bounced back, we beat Notts County 2-0, and then a draw 2-2 with Southend where it looked like we'd stolen it late on, and then Lewis Wing with a 95th minute equaliser that was very frustrating. We then lost 1-0 to Wickham, but we've bounced back since then. 2-0 against Walsall and 4-1 against Wrexham. Most recently we did draw 1-1 with Blackpool, who are a mid-table team at the moment, but they are one of the teams that got relegated last year, so shouldn't be too annoyed about it. That does mean league-wise we are 5 points away from Crewe, however with a game in hand, which is not our game against Northampton or our game against Harrogate, so you won't know how we're doing in terms of that. We've had a couple of games postponed recently. We had a game against Blackpool postponed and also against Aldershot. So up until that Blackpool game we had 2 games in hand. We unfortunately didn't get back to the top of the league or in a position where we can go top of the league. But nevertheless, game against Northampton, hopefully we can do well. And the lineup for the game against Northampton, we've got Kennedy in goal, a back three of Quinn, Phillips, York, Williams at right wing back, Louise at left wing back, Morris and Pring in midfield, with Nsingi on the right, Mafurin on the left, and Davani as the striker. Let's get into this game and hopefully we can pick up a win against Northampton. Throwing deep in Northampton's half, Nsingi receives it from Williams, gets it back to Williams. Davani volleys it and it nearly finds the net, but it goes just past that post. Corner for Northampton, Louise sends it in and Phillips heads it away. It goes back in and Kennedy comes out to claim it. Very well done from the keeper. And can we start something from the back here? He goes out to Nsingi. He's got a lot of space on the right hand side. He plays it out to Williams, who's got just as much space. A ball in behind nearly gets through correctly, but a good block. Davani plays it back to Nsingi, who strikes the corner of the bar. And now Rushworth with a goal kick for Northampton goes to their left hand side. Morris wins the header though, and Nsingi brings it down. He's got space to attack. Can he cut inside of the number 3? Plays it into Davani. He goes out to Louise. Lots of space. Gets the shot up and puts it in the top corner. A wonderful strike from Wellington Louise there. And a wonderful way to go 1-0 up against Northampton. Nsingi gets it inside to Davani. There's so many men around him. And he just spots the man in space. And look at that for a strike. We lead 1-0. Throw in for Northampton. Clampin throws it in, but it's headed away by Morris. It's sent back towards, but Quinn heads away this time, and Davani has picked it up. Gone past his man. Can he go past another? He can't quite, but Pring plays it to Mafu. In for Davani, and that should be a goal. And Nsingi's not quite there to collect it. And we have reached half-time. We're 1-0 up. In a first half that has really been pretty much all St Albans. There's not been a lot go Northampton's way. So we're going to tell them guard against complacency. And with in mind that we have got the game against Harrogate in 2 days, we're going to drop the tempo in hopes that it can save our players' legs a little bit going into that game. Free kick from deep. Lewis sends it in and Williams heads it away. It's back to Lewis though. He goes out to Shipley, who's in a lot of space, but it's quickly closed down. Clamping Robertson through for Shipley, and that should be a goal, but Kennedy makes a good save. We now have a throw-in, and Williams is going to go to Nsingi. Can he cut inside? He plays it back to Morris, who shoots and puts it in the top corner, and we now lead 2-0. Simon Morris getting the second goal Two quite unusual sources for our goals today with Louise and Morris, but it doesn't matter who's scoring them as long as we're scoring them. And that was a fantastic shot. I think Rushworth was almost expecting a pass. Free kick just inside our own half here. Phillips goes short to Morris, forward to Davani, out to Mafurin on the left. He tries to cut inside, plays it back to Prink, who just taps it and nearly finds the bottom corner. We're going to make our first change here. Davani is going to come off for Harding so that Nasingi can have a bit of time up front as a pressing forward. And we'll also bring Pring off for Morgan in the midfield. And we'll bring Louise off for Ryan Jones. We'll make a triple change, given that those three guys we need for the game against Harrogate in just a couple of days. Kennedy plays a goal kick short to Quinn. Williams collects it. And then Morris goes forward to Harding. He goes back to Morris, who goes back to Phillips, who gets very easily dispossessed by Samuel. Master curls one, but doesn't quite find the top corner. I guess you could say he's not quite a master of that. Free kick from deep. York sends it in. It's headed away by Robinson, though. Samuel's collected it, and Williams forcing him to the wing. Goes back to Shipley, and forward to Samuel. He goes over to the far side where Smith is in space and rockets one into the top corner. And now we've got a bit of pressure on us for the last 12 minutes of the game, where Northampton are going to be desperately trying to find a way to get a second goal and an equaliser. Hopefully we can deny them. And we have done enough there to get the 2-1 win. In the second half they did get back into the game a little bit, but it was kind of what we let them do because we changed our style of play. It was more to rest our players' legs. You didn't see it, but when they got the equaliser, I put the tempo back up, and that seemed to just nullify them for the last 12 minutes. And we've seen the game out. I'm going to tell them good win, and another 3 points on the board as we continue to look good. And also Crewe lose to Harrogate, so we are now in range of them with our game in hand. Of course, we've got to get a result against Harrogate, who have just proven that they are a dangerous side. But hopefully we won't slip up as Crewe have against them, and if we can keep ourselves 2 points behind, we've got a good chance of going top of the league very soon. In the lineup for the game against Harrogate, we've got Kennedy in goal again. Back three now is Quinn, Rossetti and York. Laird comes in at right wing back, Louise remains at left wing back. Morris is now joined by Smith in the midfield, Harding on the right, O'Rourke on the left, and Davani as the lone striker. Hopefully that bit of rotation won't affect us too much. We have had to make changes because 2 days between games you're going to have to, but hopefully they've had to as well. And our rotated team will be better than their rotated team. Chalmers with a free kick for Harrogate finds Hargreaves, and apparently that was onside. Unfortunately, it's a very easy goal. I mean, he's one of the shortest players in the box, and he's managed to get free and score that. That is poor defending. And yeah, he's played onside by Rossetto, the man who loses him as well. Matheson goes down the wing towards Tracy. Kennedy does well to come out and claim it, but there was an offside there anyway. It's going to be ignored. Kennedy going long. Harding heads it on. Smith collects it at the back though. Clamp pressured by Davani, who does well there. But he's had to come deep to get that. Exchange the ball with Morris. Forward to Smith. Ball over the top to Harding. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Oh, and he's hit it straight at the keeper. That should be 1-1. We have got a corner, however, which Harding is going to send in to no one. Clamp heads it away. York collects it. Now we've got a Harrogate corner. Grant has headed it, but straight at Kennedy, and we've been let off a little bit there. Kennedy goes long towards O'Rourke, who brings it down very nicely. He's got Davani with him. Plays it through for Davani, but it's a poor finish. and that really should have been an equaliser, more so than the last one. Harding with the corner sends it in. Devan is there, but Long is out to claim it. Half time, we're 1-0 down. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy with the performance so far. It's not been good enough, so we're going to hope that in the second half we can turn this around. What we are going to do is bring Morris off for Morgan because he looks absolutely knackered, and Louise off for Jones because he's just having a really poor game. Throw in for Harrogate. Chalmers collects it. Miller is dispossessed by Laird and Harding clears away. O'Rourke's going to run on to collect that. Plays it back to Jones, who goes back to O'Rourke. Cross into the box. Davani. Oh, and it's another save from the keeper. Davani was offside, apparently. Free kick in a dangerous position for Harrogate here. Grant's in so much space at the far post and is headed wide. We have been let off there. And our final change, I'm stuck between two changes. And we're going to go with bringing Nasingi on for Harding on the right-hand side. It was either him or Pring coming on. But I think Nasingi is... Smith isn't playing too badly and Harding's got that yellow card. Goal kick for Harrogate here. Long goes out to the right-hand side for them, but Jones intercepts it for us. Well, I say intercepts it. I don't really know what the keeper was trying there. Goes inside to Morgan. Out to Laird on the right-hand side. Cross goes in. How is the keeper saved that? And we've ended up losing 1-0, slipping up to the same team that Crewe did. And what a chance we had at the end of that game. We had a couple of brilliant chances, and we've not taken any of them. That one at the end of the game, particularly. Anywhere else, it's a goal. But he hits it straight at the keeper. And we've ended up losing to Harrogate. Luckily for us, Crewe have also lost to Barrow. However, Cambridge climb above us with their 4-0 win at Colchester. Aldershot lost to Rochdale. Colchester and Southend pick up a win. So the top 5 now have got very close together. We still have that game in hand, which if we win, sends us top of the league still. So hopefully that will happen. And hopefully that will have happened by the time you come back to us. We're going to come back for Bromley and Cambridge United. Bit of a... Or do we come back for Crewe a little bit sooner? We'll come back for Crewe and Salford just because those are two... Well, Crewe is a game right at the top of the league, so that'll be an interesting game to play. It could be deciding who's top of the league if we get the win against Rochdale, which I believe is our game in hand. So that's a big game in the season, so we'll come back for that. Only 3 games to play, but with the impact that game could have on the season for the entire league, I think that's a big game, big enough game to justify coming back for. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction. Where are we going to finish the season? Are we going to get automatic promotion? Are we going to win the title? And also, check out yesterday's video, F1 2021 breaking point. And tomorrow we're going to have my team starting. So if you are enjoying the series and you're looking forward to F1 content as well, subscribe down below. And thank you very much for watching.